And now, Chrysler presents The Invader, starring Ava Gabor and William Ives.
Sharp watch on that airline now, McQueen. We can't afford to have anything happen to our diver. There it is. Never mind. I'll handle it. Here it comes. Well, let's see what we have. Well, that's more like it. Huh? Look here, Roy. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
It's Colepomoresis. There hasn't been a decent specimen of that brought up in 10 years. Well, we better go below, Laura. This is too fragile for the night air. It dries it up.
Can I do anything to help?
No, you stay here on deck and keep out of the way. McQueen, what depth was it brought up from?
32 feet.
Oh, darling. Darling, don't let him upset you. He doesn't mean it, really.
Well, you don't have to explain my father to me. I know him well enough.
Laura?
Coming, Doctor. Love you.
Well, let's get Chandler up.
That's up. Try to prepare the basic solution immediately, Laura. You ready for the fluoresceine?
1 second, Doctor. I don't know this gas frightens me.
Reason enough. 1 centimeter of that would kill all the men on the ship. Take your time.
Ready now.
Right. Slowly now. Now, very, very slowly. That's good. Good. A little more slowly. It's beginning to cloud up. Watch the gauge. All right, that'll do. Now, double check that valve. We can't afford to have any of this gas escape, whatever happens.
Secure now, Doctor.
All right. There we are. Now then, take this down, will you? May 27th, 1952. 3 specimens of Colepomoresis at a depth of 32 feet. 1 perfect and 2 damaged.
Damage. Number?
C-284.
C-284.
And enter our position. It's right there at the top of the page.
Doctor? As your daughter-in-law-to-be, may I make an impertinent and a pertinent observation?
We'll have to hurry up and get this into solution.
You weren't very nice to him.
Not very nice to who?
To Roy when he just tried to help.
You knew what it was when you saw it.
Yes, of course I did.
But he didn't.
Well, what difference does it make?
Well, it does to me. It's indicative of his entire attitude towards scientific investigation and everything I've ever tried to do for him.
Doctor, you are trying to force Roy in a pattern where he doesn't fit. He's very sensitive.
Meaning that scientists are not?
No, Doctor, I don't mean that. But Roy would like to be a writer. And he could be a very good one if you would only give him a little encouragement, a chance.
A poet, no doubt. No. Better get these into solution before they dry up. We can't hold them out much longer. Well, you made your impertinent observation. What about the other one?
Well, Doctor, it seems to me that even though Roy has disappointed you as a scientist, he still deserves to be treated as a man.
I'm afraid that both your observations are impertinent, my dear. Roy has never proved to me that he was a man. Science is a man's job. It requires endless work. Stamina, sweat.
Oh, Doctor. Doctor, did you cut yourself?
Never mind that. It's a specimen. Get into solution before we lose it.
But, Doctor, let me fix this
Now,
first.
do as I say, Laura. The specimen, quickly. A valuable specimen should be your first consideration. It's science that counts. Science is the important thing, not the scientist. Remember that. That must be Chandler.
That stuff I sent up any good?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, that's good. Because good or bad, that was my last trip down. You can tell that to your pop, Junior.
Now, Chandler, don't start grouching again.
You keep out of this. I got a contract, you understand, Junior? Now, 3 weeks out of port is long enough for any man. But my contract says we should have started back to Frisco 2 days ago.
Well, you're getting extra pay for it, are you not?
I ain't interested in extra pay. I ain't interested in picking up all the stray seaweed in the Pacific. And you can tell that to your pop, too, Junior.
I'll tell him.
You can tell him for me that I think he's a no-good, lousy stick.
Shut up, shut your dirty mouth. Specimen's okay?
Yes, darling. Look, one, it's
What are you doing
perfect.
down here? I thought I should stay up on deck. You'll only be in the way.
Dad, I've got to talk to you. Chandler's acting up again. He says he won't dive anymore.
I'll take care of Chandler.
Yeah, but I'm afraid you won't talk him out of it this time. He's in a pretty ugly mood. You know, I think Dad...
I'm not interested in what you think. And I'm not interested in Chandler's moods. All he thinks about is getting ashore and getting drunk.
Well, I was only trying to help.
This is a scientific expedition. I don't expect either you or Chandler to appreciate the responsibilities. But as long as we're bringing up specimens like this, I'm going to stay right here in these waters.
Get in there. Get him up there, quick.
Look, there it goes.
What is it?
Radio. But it's amazing that it should remain visible for so long.
Look at that thing shine. It must be red hot.
Did you see that?
Look, there it is again.
It changed its position.
It's zigzag. It's zigzag.
Look, there it is again.
Well, but that's impossible.
It's going to crack.
McQueen, make for that spot. Hurry while the water's still bubbling and we can see it.
You mean you're going out there?
I think we ought to get out of here right away.
McQueen, do as you're told.
That is a meteor. It can't be.
This should be about it, Doctor.
Drop anchor. Chandler, get into your diving suit.
What? You don't think I'm going down there, do you?
Well, enough. There's only 40 feet of water along this shelf.
Nothing doing. I ain't diving. Even if I want to do, which I don't, I couldn't get down there. That thing's red hot.
Not anymore. The water's cooled it off. Get into your diving suit, Chandler, and I'll see that you get a bonus.
You can keep your bonus. Who do you think you're kidding? I got an electrocution doctor, Boris, but I know this much. A meteor falls in a straight line. It don't zigzag. Don't change course.
What do you mean, Chandler?
It ain't no meteor, that's what I mean.
But what is it?
You guess.
McQueen, get the diving gear ready. I'll go down.
You can't do that. The pressure. You're in no condition.
Get the gear ready.
Wait a minute, Dad. McQueen's right. You're in no shape to get down there.
And who do you suggest that I send, all right?
Kind of got yourself in the spot, ain't you, Junior?
I'll go.
No, Roy.
Well, you might at least... Well, what are you waiting for, Chandler? Get the gear ready for him.
Doctor, it isn't a meteor, is it? What do you think it is?
What do I think it is? I think it's a spaceship.
And you let him go down there.
We've got to find out what's down there. We may be on the verge of discovering something of enormous importance.
But, Doctor, it's your son.
Remember, it's science that is important, not the scientists.
Yes, men lived daringly, dramatically in Monte Cristo's time. So now Chrysler takes designs from Monte Cristo's times to bring you dramatic new ideas and watch bands. Here in Chrysler's unique pistol box, you see one of the fabulous Monte Cristo watch bands for men. This rich-looking jeweled crest is just one of the new styles in Chrysler's Monte Cristo bands. Yes, it brings a costly jewelry look to your watch. And imagine what this brilliant band will do, not only for your watch, but for your appearance. This magnificent jeweled crest is typical of Chrysler craftsmanship. Here is another Monte Cristo design, using a royal crown. Best of all, Chrysler's Monte Cristo watch bands cost no more than many ordinary bands, only $12.95, tax included. And all Chrysler bands have super-calibrated 7-coil springs for extra expansion, extra flexibility. So buy the Chrysler Monte Cristo at your jeweler. Make your watch look better than new with Chrysler. And now, back to our story. The Invader, starring Ava Gabor and William Ives.
What was it, kid? You get close to it?
Leave him alone. Stop asking questions.
Now, Queenie and me got a right to know what was down there, don't we?
You know in good time. Now, as soon as you're dressed, Roy, come down to the cabin. And, Laura, I want to see him alone.
Roy, are you all right?
Yes, I feel fine, thank you.
Oh, darling, I was so worried for you. You better go down. Your father is waiting for you in his cabin.
My father.
You did a good job, kid.
Where was it? He
In his
said I wanted to go.
In his cabin.
Oh.
What's the matter? You still punchy from that dive, kid? I don't blame you.
Here, let me lend you a hand, son.
Roy, can I get you something?
No, thank you. I'm all right.
I want you to know that I'm proud of you, son. How do you feel?
Fine,
Good.
thank you. I'm all right.
Now tell me what's down there.
Nothing.
Nothing. What do you mean, nothing? Something crashed there. We saw it, and it can't be a meteor. What is it?
It was a meteor.
But that's impossible. No meteor ever swerved and changed its course.
We were mistaken. Must have been an atmospheric condition or an optical illusion.
An optical illusion?
Yes, there's nothing down there but a meteor.
An optical illusion. I see. Well, got it in the log anyway.
What did you think it was?
I feel foolish even thinking about it now. I thought it was a spaceship. Well, you must be tired, son. You rest up a bit. I'll go up and tell the others.
Yes, thank you.
Roy, I want you to know that I'm sorry about... Well, we'll talk about it later. I turn out the light?
No. No, it doesn't bother me.
Rest well.
Excuse me, son. Won't be a minute. Doctor wants me to check a valve on his porotene lamp. Right. I'd rather carry a cargo of bombs than this gas. That gives me the shivers for fear of a leak. Your dad tells me it was a meteor you saw down below. What is it, lad? Why, you didn't look... What's the matter with you? Roy!
I've decided to put into San Francisco for supplies. We all need a rest, and after the terrible risk that Roy took for my sake a while ago, I guess I have a lot to think about.
You always underestimated Roy.
Yes, I did. Worst of all, I forgot that he was my son.
He'll understand. I know he will.
I hope so. And I hope that someday I can make it up to him. Chandler, you tell McQueen to set course for San Francisco.
San Francisco? Yes, sir.
Have you told Roy?
No, I thought you'd like to do that.
Roy, we're going home.
Home?
Yes, your father just gave the orders. He understands everything. Everything is going to be all right now. But you don't look very pleased.
So fragile.
Oh, Roy. Roy, what's the matter? You don't seem...
I don't seem what?
I don't know. You don't seem to be... Oh, Roy. Roy, you will have to be more tidy in our new home. Oh!
Roy is dead, too.
What I say?
Yes, he's down there.
What are you saying?
You Earth people are such simple creatures. I make you think you see the man you love. I can make you think anything I wish.
Stop it! Stop it, Roy! What are you saying? What happened to you?
Does this look like Roy?
No! No!
And the man who calls himself my father said he saw a spaceship tonight.
No!
He was right, you know.
I'm looking for McQueen. Chandler told me that he came down here. What? McQueen! McQueen! Pick it up! McQueen.
Sit down, Doctor.
But you don't
I said, sit down. Now then, how far is it to the mainland?
Why do you know that?
Answer me.
125 miles. Roy, what's happened?
Yes, that would be 9.3 logs. Well, I'm not so far off my target as I thought.
Roy, how can you be so unfeeling when there's Queen lying here dead?
Everyone on this boat is dead, Doctor. Everyone except you and me.
Not Lord.
Everyone.
Who are you?
My name is Cloris.
So why don't you kill me?
Because you will show me how to operate this crude engine that powers this boat. I must get to the mainland.
Roy, where's my son?
I found him examining my vessel. I grappled him in an airlock, got into his diving suit, and assumed his shape.
Assumed his shape?
Yes. Your son, Doctor, is in my spaceship. Dead.
Dead. My son's dead. I shouldn't have sent him down. What are you?
I'm a scientist.
A scientist? What are you after?
My mission is one of exploration, examination, and detailed report. If later I find this planet suitable, invasion and colonization.
And kill all of us as you killed my son?
Yes, I believe it will be necessary to kill you all. You see, you Earth people are of no use to us. You'll be as primitives, animals. We are a superior race.
A superior race. Look ahead, Cloro. If you kill us, you will be killed in time. Others will come. Another race superior to yours. And you will disappear one by one.
No, we won't disappear, Doctor. You will not destroy us because we are perfection. The ultimate. The individual does not count, Doctor. Science does.
Yes, until the night I thought that too, but you're wrong, Cloro. The individual is the only thing that does count. Science without a heart, science without feeling isn't science at all.
I cannot interest myself in your ridiculous platitudes.
Somewhere you overlooked a lesson, Cloro. A lesson I learned tonight. That science, progress, is futile unless it's dedicated to the common good. A superior man. You're a superior fool, Cloro.
What do you think you're doing?
You fact that your cabin will be filled with deadly fluorescein gas. Are you immune to that gas or to hydrocyanic acid?
You actually think that you can destroy me?
This gas will destroy any form of life. You have 10 seconds at most.
Madman, you're willing to die.
Yes, stand back.
And so ends our tale of tomorrow. Now, here's a very special announcement. Very happy to make this. Starting on January 18th, Tales of Tomorrow will be seen weekly at the same time over most of these same stations. Of course, 2 weeks from tonight, look for The Dune Roller, starring Bruce Cabot and Virginia Gilmore.
Jack Chrysler.
Jack Chrysler.
On my hand.
On your hand.
Initials just for me, and so it's my band.
It's your band. It's Chrysler.
It's Chrysler.
For me too.
For you too.
Makes your watch look better than new.
Quality, style, and value too. For the best band in the land. It's Chrysler. Makes your watch look better than you. Makes it personal just for you. It's Chrysler.
What was the evil secret of flaming destruction? Join us 2 weeks from tonight when Chrysler brings you The Dune Roller, starring Bruce Cabot and Virginia Gilmore. Another adventure in Tales of Tomorrow. Remember, Tales of Tomorrow will be seen every week at the same time, beginning January 18th. And now, before we go, Chrysler wants to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas and the happiest of New Years.
The preceding program, originally telecast by ABC in New York, has come to you by special video recording. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.